I should make a video series called Community Managers from Hell. Or horror community managers. I could have like a nice intro to it, and it would make a killing. I'm willing to bet there are corporate retreats where CEOs sit around the campfire and tell horror stories about these community managers to each other. It's like, so I hired this guy, and he managed to get me to lose over 10,000 customers with one tweet. Okay, so like this person apparently is a moderator on the Godot engine. And for those of you who don't know, out of the blue, Godot engine decides to get itself into controversy. Now, usually controversy happens because some journalist or some activist unearths a tweet or finds out something, or they make a financial decision which causes controversy. But no, like Godot went like, okay, today we have decided to piss off our customers. So after the Bud Light fiasco, after the Target fiasco, after the Forspoken and the Concord and all the other fiascos taken together, you can notice that the political climate is a little bit charged, right? So they decide to make a charged post. It's like, well, actually, we are the woke engine. No, listen, we're not just making a game. No, we are political. And people started laughing at them. So they started blocking, because this is what it means to be woke. You need to have censorship. You cannot just have wokeness and be done with it. No. You need to show that you are superior towards other human beings that exercise the limited amount of power that is available to you as a community manager, which is censorship. So they decided to censor people. Unfortunately, they were even censoring people that had nothing to do with politics. Like, I have seen them censoring a person that was just criticizing their engine. And they were basically saying, look, instead of focusing on politics, why don't you fix the engine? There are these things that should exist in your engine, and they aren't. Maybe you should focus on that. They got banned. They managed to ban a backer. A platinum backer, like someone that actually gives money to this company. They got banned. The CEO comes up. The CEO is confused. It's like, what's going on here? You know, like, I don't want to talk about politics. I just want to make a game engine. People are taking the message from the CEO and posting it to the community manager on Godot, and they're getting banned. In other words, like, the community manager, if they could, they would even ban the CEO. Like, they would ban the whole fucking world until they're on a little island with 20 other weirdos, and that would be the utopia. Now, to add a little bit of gasoline to the fire, you have this person, which apparently is a mod on the Godot engine. Him. And Zadax is basically saying that the drama isn't created by Godot, who just made a nice tweet to surface the cool indie games. Completely delusional, detached from reality. This is not why the drama is created. The drama exists because you decided to start blocking people. Like, you as a company, you decided to start blocking your customers. That's fucking insane. I don't know how life is like in America or wherever you're from. In the real world, companies do not want to ban potential customers. Like, that's ridiculous. The drama is created by a reactionary. Oh, okay, so you're a communist. Only communists use this word, right? Like, most people that read this, they will think like it's a reaction to. Yes, communists believe in the Hegelian view of history, which every single year we're progressing, right? I'm sorry to say this, but cancer progresses as well. You need to react to cancer. This type of thing, this type of action that you're doing is cancerous to your company. You're making your company lose prestige. You're making your company lose money. You're making your company lose PR. You're completely disconnected from your community as a community manager. And you have not a single second of introspection on the matter. You're not going to stop and think, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should just try to think this from a more business-oriented. No. It's the people that are wrong. All the other chads are to blame. So the drama is created by reactionary, insecure cowards who have nothing better to do in their day than to shit on something that they are unconcerned with. Again, I am sorry, but when someone that is a platinum backer to your company, I think they are concerned with. I think you just refuse to look at reality. Like, again, I would understand if you ban like 5 or 10 trolls. Like, that would be fine. But when you're banning game developers that are showing that their project is within Godot, and you just flat out refuse to see that or acknowledge that, you're either bad faith or you're absolutely delusional. They even feel persecuted because other people exist and are visible. No one feels persecuted. People are laughing and are mocking at you. Right? Like, when I see a company banning their backers, I find that to be hilarious as fuck. I bet people at Unity are laughing at you right now. If anything, probably there's investors that are buying Unity stocks now because you decide to do this. These people's cowardice, small-mindedness are a danger to everyone. Again, these people believe that Twitter, like posting shit on Twitter is a danger. How can you have like a rational conversation with an individual that thinks words on the screen are dangerous? And making fun of a corporation is dangerous. Do you think like the corporation is like the church? Are you the ecclesiarchy? Like, do you lecture society about morality? Like, when I don't know what to do in life, I go to the community manager of Godot and I ask them, look, I'm having this ethical dilemma. What is the correct way? What is the righteous way to think? Because I'm incapable of thinking for myself and I need to go to the company to tell me. This is the world they live in. It's beyond ridiculous. And look at this, right? Look how they are thinking of everyone that's not like them. Right? They talk about small-mindedness and then they say they're the filth of humanity. And banning them is a kindness to everyone. And then they don't understand why people dislike wokeness. It's because, number one, the ideologues, this is your behavior. This is how you're speaking about other people. And this is what happens when they're allowed just a tiny little bit of power. There's a small power on the corner of the internet. Can you imagine if they actually had real power? These individuals are completely unhinged. They genuinely believe that they're righteous and everyone else is evil. Like, you can make a perfect Disney villain with this type of behavior. It's like, oh, why can't everyone else think like me? Because I know the truth. I know the virtue. If only I can surround myself with other people that think like me, the world would be a better place. How can we get rid of the people that think differently? When can we purge? We need to purge. We need to purge for the future. You know, like, seriously. This is the ideology. This is the ideology. And they don't understand why people don't like them. Like, number one, people are going to make fun of you. Like, pray you never get into a time machine, because if you manage to get 20, maybe 30 years in the past, they would put you in a madhouse for behaving like this. For thinking that, how did you frame it? That other people who don't think like you are the filth of humanity. Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus Christ. Have some introspective. Just take a step back and realize what you're saying. When you behave like this, how do you think other people should react? Like, okay, how would you behave towards any other ideology that thought that you are how you put it to others? That you are the filth? How would you behave towards people? Like, if there was a right-wing company that you knew for a fact that their community managers believe that you're... How would you behave towards that company? What would you think? How would you treat those people on the street? It's absolutely insane. How did it get to this point? How are these people in positions of power, man? For me, the only problem of this tweet is that it doesn't happen every day, so more of these imbeciles can be banned. They should be doing these tweets every 30 minutes. The problem is, like, in their delusion, they unironically believe that they're the majority, that they have enough people to operate a business with. But as we saw with Concord, as we saw with Forspoken, as we saw with a lot of other projects, there aren't that many woke people to buy this shit. You cannot run a company while ostracizing anyone that isn't woke. Because the reality is you are severely outnumbered. The only reason that they think they have power is because they sit in places like Reddit, like Discord, like Twitter used to be, where they ban everyone that disagrees with them, and they manage to gaslight themselves, they manage to delude themselves into believing that what they are doing is not just normal, but they represent the majority of people. And this is what happened with Concord. If you read the story, there was this lady that called herself the professor. She came in with pronouns, with they, them, calls herself the professor, has like all these seminars lecturing other people on how to behave, and it was called Lessons with the Professor and shit like that. And she convinced herself that the game is absolutely amazing, that there's no criticism that you can level at the game, and only bigots and chads would help the game, right? And then the game launches, and they realize, oh shit, no one's buying it. And all of them lost their jobs. Because they are a fringe extremist minority. They're not even the left. Even leftists aren't this radical. Like, they are part of, like, the extreme unhinged left. And when it comes into contact with reality, they realize, oh, well, if we were to ban everyone, we would even ban our CEO. Because, again, people were, like, copy-pasting the CEO's message to them, and they were banning those people. To not have more drama, it's very easy. There will be no more drama the day these drama queens stop getting their panties in a knot. You are the ones getting your panties in a knot by banning anyone that makes fun of you. You know, it's called don't feed the trolls. When you block so many people, you are feeding them. Like that right now, there's competitions of people to see what can they say to the community manager that would piss them off but not get banned. Like, you are creating internet games. Do you realize this? Like, it's fun for the chads to interact with you. So anyway, this is not the only message. They continue being unhinged, saying that you have no right of free speech here because I consider your speech to be toxic vomit. Again, this is not the type of behavior that you want a representative of a business to address customers. If you think inviting queer people to share their games is politics, yes, it's literally called identity politics. It's in the name. It's ingrained in the thing. It's the definition. It's identity politics, right? Politics built around identity. I guarantee to you, and I'm willing to put as much money as you want, if I get a right-wing queer folk to criticize that community manager, she will ban that queer folk. Why? Because it's the politics. It's not the identity that it's identity politics. It's a construct that the American academia created, and it's what you're talking about. And it goes hand in hand with the censorship. It goes hand in hand with the incompetence. When you have people criticizing your engine, you're willing to block them. It goes hand in hand with the arrogance. You're willing to block your CEO. It goes hand in hand with your righteous attitude. It's almost like you're evangelicals proselytizing. You think you're better than everyone as if you're capable of offering everyone salvation. That's how the evangelicals acted, and that's why they could be some of the biggest assholes that I met in my life. It's because they genuinely believe that they're better human beings. Except you guys don't offer salvation. What you do is that you believe minorities, in this case queer folk, are in danger, and the only people capable of saving the queer folk is, of course, the community managers. This is why people dislike wokeness, right? This is why a lot of individuals are moving away. Even some that agree with some of the ideology, it's because of the representatives. You are the face of the movement, and people don't like what they see. They see individuals that are bitter, unhinged, incredibly aggressive, very toxic. The way you're speaking is like, even people from the ghetto don't speak like that, and at least they have an excuse because they're impoverished and they couldn't afford the proper education. You're talking like a South Park character, like, fuck, and you fuck. Oh, those people, vile, vomit, blah, blah, blah. And you're representing a company. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's no surprise what's happening, and again, it's fun for the chance to make fun of these community managers. I hope they do it. I hope they have like these types of posts every 10 minutes. I genuinely hope they do. I hope they double down. I hope they become even more woke. Like change your flag, put it there with the Amazon Jeff Bezos flag or whatever you do. Right? Like make mission statements and hire more activists. And hopefully, once you go bankrupt, because trust us, like the chads can remain disinterested longer than you can stay solvent. And unfortunately for you, there are so many chads at this place that it's impossible to operate a business chad-free. You just do not have the resources. You need to go to the chad for resources, right? This is what Concord figured it out. This is what Forspoken had to figure it out. And eventually, your CEO is going to have to figure it out. It's going to be, yeah, I hate those chads, but I need their money. I need their cash somehow. And once that finally sets in, once the reality finally sinks in, you're going to realize that, oh shit, I can't get that interest back. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.